Yes. Hello, everyone. Namaste, and a warm welcome to each of you joining us today for this special program. My name is Rujana. Welcome to day 2 of the 21-day journey honoring our beloved founder and guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. So, these sessions are a collaborative effort between Beam from Germany, the Omega Pyramid team, PSSM USA, PSSM Global, PSSM UK, PSSM India, Breath Universe from Australia, and Meditation Magic from USA. We are here to celebrate the profound impact and legacy of Brahmarshi Patriji, the visionary founder of the Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. Patriji has dedicated his life to spreading the wisdom of meditation, vegetarianism, spirituality, and pyramid energy across the world, touching countless lives and awakening the divine potential within all of us. As part of this 21-day program, we gather to honor his teachings, his guidance, and most importantly, the love and light he has brought into our lives. So these sessions are not just Patriji's wisdom, but also about how he uplifted and empowered every soul he encountered. So let us open our hearts and minds as we listen to these amazing, beautiful memories and honor the spirit of Patriji, whose essence continues to guide us on our spiritual path. So today we have a very special guest with us who will be sharing their personal experience with Patriji. Our guest speaker started her meditation journey at a very young age of 12 years. She is a classical Carnatic singer who has been conducting music meditations across the country and abroad. She is currently serving as a creative director of PMC Hindi channel. With great pleasure, let's welcome Amulya Shastri Master. Welcome, Amulya ji. We are so delighted to have you here. Over to you.
Hi, Srijana. Thank you to everyone for organizing this, enabling this. And this is, what do you say, great start to a great further start of Brahmarshi Patriji, who is our mentor, guide, and what do you say, our guiding light for PSSM. And we don't need Brahmarshi Patriji just in the physical body. He's always there in spirit, and I'm so happy we've organized something like this. So hello everyone, my name is Amulya, and I started my journey in 2009. At that point, we had already been in touch with few gurus, and been in touch with such gurus, so you realize there is a guru mentality. So we always want to run away from that sort of guru mentality, because there is always a senior, there's always a junior. And I remember my first encounter with Brahmarshi Patriji, which was in a center in Indarpuri and in Delhi. And in that center, it was like a general session in a center. So yes, he came to that session. Before starting, I would like to request everyone to please switch on the video if possible. We'll not be spotlighting you. Don't worry about that. There's no challenge there. But the more we see faces, the more face is energy. Face is the index of the mind. So I'll get to know what mind state you're in by looking at your face. So I would request everyone. Hi, Bhavani, ma'am. Everyone, just please switch on your video. That will be really encouraging to any speaker who joins, because you're essentially sharing your heart, right? Because Patriji is a part of our heart. So yeah. So when in that center, when sir had come, so everyone was like, oh, Patriji has come and he's coming through a path, and it was a very small center. So when he sat in the center, we obviously want to stay away from every guru we knew. So we took one corner spot in the center. And because I was young and I was wondering what sort of session have we come for? Let's just go and chill. So I was just doing kuspus with my mother. And then at that point, and Patriji looked at me and he said, shh. And I said, definitely, I'm not going to meet this man ever. How dare he do that to me? That was like my first encounter. Because we were, some of the few people who were there in Delhi actively, so she always encouraged. She used to come to our house. He had come to our house first. He used to cook food. I used to really observe him. Like 2 to 3 years, I would not take him seriously as a guru. I would only be observing him because I liked spirituality. I liked meditation. I should do it regularly. I used to benefit from it. I should listen to people's experiences. All of that was okay. But I started to uncover who this Brahmarshi Patriji was because essentially events brought a lot of clarity about what he is, who he is. So I remember in Kanpur, that was my first, I think the first year of meditation itself. Yes, I had benefited from meditation. I started for study purposes. So yes, I got great marks during studies in my studies, and the extracurricular activities. I used to balance my music, dance, and sport and studies. All of that used to happen. So I used to be like, wow, meditation is great because it helps me. But Patriji, particularly like PSSM, associating with an organization was something that we as a family also just like don't associate with any organization. It's just a trap. They're going to charge money at the end of it. You will be a part of a cult. So those are the kind of perceptions we always had. So we used to stay away, just observe. Yes, Patriji used to come, be like, ha, Guruji is coming home. So yes, we'll take care of him as and well we can. So yeah, so the first meeting, as you know, we were just like, okay, Patriji, you're taking Patriji to Kanpur. Some masters in Kanpur organized a session for him. We're like, okay, let's go to Kanpur and let's see. So when we went to Kanpur, it was like a first outdoor session of Patriji. So I was just in observer mode. Let's see who this individual is. So I remember the sessions was at 5 p.m. And it was a big hall, huge hall. There were people on stage, and there were obviously chairs in the audience. So on stage there were about 5, 6 chairs, and we saw that okay, all the masters who came in were all seated on the on stage, and we saw only a row, maybe the first row completely filled, and rest all was empty. And we were like, okay, this is 4:59. It's not 5 o'clock. Let's wait. We were telling Patiji, let's wait for the whole hall to fill. Dot 4:59, 5 o'clock, sir took the mic and he started talking. So I was like, what is this man? He doesn't care about people. He doesn't care about an audience who he needs to address because he has got a beard. I thought there'll be like a flock of people running around him, but he didn't care about it. He was just focused on his time, making sure the wisdom reaches. And that was my first encounter. I was like, okay, this is amazing. This is what I like, that he's blending with the audience. He doesn't care about the crowd. But I was not convinced. I was just observing him. So this is 2 3 years. So many circumstances. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to see how he is as an individual, because everything's a trap. That was what my mindset was. I was like, everything's a trap. I need to know for sure that this is the right thing. I'm getting into the right thing. So yeah, in cooking, I've observed him during cooking, how he behaves with an individual. Why does he hit? Okay, what is the impact of the person after he, maybe not, I wouldn't say hit, he would give a slap. So I would be like, okay, what is he trying to do? Why is he doing this? I wouldn't judge, being like, okay, this is wrong. No. I was like, okay, this is spirituality. We should not judge it by the face of it. There's a deeper thing that I'm not aware of that must be happening. So slowly, I started to observe him cooking, him playing, him watching TV, how he's talking to people, how the movement started to grow, how he encourages people. Slowly, uncovered his beingness, that Brahmarshi Patriji. Because we were also in the first 2 years itself, we had gone to the south in Kartal. Rather, before Kartal, it was Amravati. This was the first Dhyanma Chakram that happened. So this is a big Dhyanma Chakram essentially for newcomers. This is a festival that happens in the south of India, typically in different parts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, where obviously mass set of people. There's no class caste division. Everyone across just comes and attends the event. It's essentially like a 10-day, 11-day, 5-day, 10-day, 11-day sort of sessions. And it's a mega event. It was the first event that we attended, and we saw what sir was in North India versus how was he in South India. In South India, there was just stampede of people right around him, just wanting to get his attention, just want to shake his hand. And then we noticed, okay, there is no difference of how he behaves when there's a crowd of people and there's no one. He's the same. There is no VIP culture in PSSM. There is no, okay, this is the most important person. And I remember there was a VIP also waiting. There was some very important person waiting from the government who was waiting. And sir was just like, no, I need to give my attention to this one person who's come new. I need to teach him meditation, teach him or her meditation. And then when when he was able to completely give that attention, then he went on to the VIP who was waiting for him. So there was no, okay, giving a distance between mass and class. There was none of that. And even music, because I'm a musician, and his love for music, oh my God, he loves music. He loves listening. And no matter what happens, early in the morning, 5 o'clock, when we have our morning meditations in this large festival, like I mentioned, Dhyan Mahachakra, dot 5 o'clock, even if he goes up late by 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, he sleeps, dot 4 o'clock, he's right there. And also this enjoyment of music and also food. He loves food. He makes sure that, even I remember, like, we were sitting on stage in Dhyanma Chakram, because essentially on stage, not only the musicians, he invites everyone to sit on stage. There's no, you don't enter the stage, this is not for you. No, everyone, anyone who wants to come on stage, come on stage. Let's experience the meditation on stage. So I remember in the middle, I saw sir, after playing for half an hour, 1 hour, he got off stage. I'm wondering, why is he going off stage? And he gives me a look and he's like, okay, cool. Let me just go. What's up? What's going on? Then we saw sir loves food so much. He's having uggani mirchi bhaji. So these are like pakoras, or like snacks that he can have in the morning. It's a typical Karnool, like the what is that called? Okay, murmure. It's called in Hindi. Murmure in Hindi. So it's like murmure in a fried fashion with like a pakoda on the side. Oh, and he's having it with so much fun, and he's got a special Karnool ke this thing. And I'm wondering, oh my God, he's really enjoying. And after he eats, he's like quickly, and not only him, he makes sure everyone eats around him. Everyone is fed. So if someone, and there's no concept of, no, this is Patriji plates or some golden plate or some silver plate. No, it is so normal, so naturally making sure that everyone around him has eaten. So that is just gives so much simplicity in living, simple living and highest thinking. So every time anyone spoke in terms of the manasa vacha karna, the way he thinks, the way he speaks, and the way he is being, so much alignment. So much alignment. Usually what happens, when we are a little bit, in the start of any event, we're all miraculous thinking and all that. But slowly, when your mood sets in and you're getting very comfortable, we start to go with very, like, we just slip away our words like it doesn't matter. But from the start to the end, I've seen even when they're the day 1 of an event to a day 5th of or day 11th of an event, he's always similar. Making sure every time anyone slips a word, he'll question me like, stupid lady, what are you thinking? What are you speaking? Where is the Vakshetra? Where is the power of words? And even in terms of action, if you make a mistake, that doesn't matter. But if you don't do with awareness, that matters more. If you make a mistake, it's okay. He knows that you will do better next time. But when we do things with unawareness, in terms of the way we serve, the way we speak, the way we be, when there is a pretentiousness, once a person starts pretending, that's where sir catches it right then. And I've seen it in physical sense. Even the way he spends time with gurus. Every guru, they have their own pitham, they sit on their throne, and there is a separatedness in that. Patriji is not like, he does not take person out of their comfort zone. That also is a very, very important thing. If a person prefers a comfort zone, he lets them be there. But he makes sure that he sits on the floor. And that person themselves in so much awe, being like, if that guru can sit on the floor, then I'll also sit on the floor. Let me also let go of my ego, my spiritual ego that I've started to develop. And that is such a key integral aspect. And I've seen Patriji with his friendship with so many gurus that revere him, that acknowledge him. And once you say his name, they're just like, okay, anything for him. Be it any musician, be it any guru, be it any person, even in the government. I've met so many such people. And yeah, this is a testament to that, and that's even to the last breath. We've been a part of him, even when I remember when PMC Hindi was just, we just got a new set of employees, get new set of team members. And I remember uh, we had just planned, because Patri sir said come to Bangalore. We had gone to Bangalore. This is possibly the last 3-4 months of before Brahmarshi Patriji vacated his body. And he just said, come over to Bangalore. We're like, okay, we came over to Bangalore. We took a 2 a.m. flight. We reached Bangalore, and we were just like, okay, we'll just stay for 3-4 days. If you remember, these are the 40 days that Patriji took regular sessions from Bangalore. There was a live that goes on every day. So at that point, we were there only. So we just like, okay, we'll go for 3-4 days and come. And then we booked a flight back to Delhi, because PMC Hindi is just growing up like a baby growing up. We just like, okay, no, we have to go back. And then we were just like, okay, we just went to sir, me, Alekhya and Sai went to sir. And we said, sir, okay, so we're leaving tomorrow early morning. And then he looks and he said, don't go, stay. And like, okay, sir, how long do you want us to stay? Our mind is working, okay? Like, sir, how long do you want us to stay? And he's like, we'll decide now. Okay, then okay. Then we thought, okay, 2 days, right? 2-3 days. We gave a buffer of 2-3 days. We booked another flight back, and then we went to sir and we said, sir, so we're leaving tomorrow morning. And then he said, don't go, stay na, do work from here only. And then like that, he made us make sure, like, that's how breaking away from the monotony, what you believe your importance lies, your so-called importance. Without me, this is not possible. Without me, I can't, like, nothing around can move. All that illusion that we were in, it immediately broke. We realized, wow, work is happening without our presence also. That means the importance that we gave to ourselves, that we will complete a task. I am an important person. That completely broke. We're like, okay, wow, sir. That's such a beautiful way in which, like, even if maybe Srijana is not there, so possibly Mrinalini didn't get in touch. It's not that this program will not run. This program will still run. If I am not there, someone else will take the session. When we start giving ourselves more importance, that okay, I am important in this situation, that's where a spiritual ego, that's where a blunder lies. Today we just recorded a Kya Khayal Hai, which is a series we're doing on PMC Hindi, where in Hindi language we're trying to break a lot of myths regarding spirituality. And one of the many blunders that we make is spiritual ego, is the fact that we give ourselves a lot of importance. And we've seen that. We just completed 5 days event of Mahayog Dhyankum in Rishikesh. And we realized that first we used to give ourselves, in the previous events, we used to give ourselves a lot of importance. We're like, you know what, if I don't do this thing, I don't know how else another person can do it. And then once we let go of that, we had more than 500 volunteers working at the event, making sure that the whole event, where more than 5,000 people plus 6,000 people attended the event. I think 7,000. Okay, so we have to really do the numbers. We just came back day before yesterday from Mahayog Dhyanko. And this is just a team of people just working. So there's a Swachhata team making sure to take care of the cleanliness. There's an Annaprasad team taking care of food. And no complaints, making be like, I couldn't attend the event. And many people who are attending an event for the first time, they've seen, because Mahayog Dhyanko is happening after 2 years. And that's when we realized, wow, like the vision with Patriji said that, PMC will take it forward. We realized, no, man, there is no one person or 2 people or 10 people or only the daughters of Patriji taking it forward, or only senior masters taking it forward. No, we are not at all important in this whole game. That's when the myth breaks. Yeah, so many experiences with Patriji. If you have any questions, you can possibly ask, because we have and it's not great that we spend time with Patriji, and it's not great that you didn't spend time with Patriji. Please realize that. Please don't even have any emotion within that, you know what, I couldn't spend time, or I could have come, I would have done all of that. Please don't have that. We are all one. Every experience is everyone else's experience. So the joy, the point of attending these sessions, these 21 days, I hope that please, your experience is equal to everyone else's experience. So when you are listening to a person, listen that this is your experience. There is no lack mindset. The more we have a lack mindset, we feel we have less and one person has more. No, we don't. We're all one. So Please don't have any thought. Don't even allow that thought to enter your mind, and immediately switch that thought to I am abundant. And every single thing is my experience. This is my Patriji's. Patriji is a part of me, and it's a part of every single one. So there's no authority of one person or three people. Yeah, I would like if everyone has any questions, because we have like 15-20 minutes. So if you have any questions, it'll be more engaging than a one-way conversation, because I prefer conversations than one-way talk. So it's more practical that way. So what are you curious about? What do you want to know? I can share that.
Very beautiful, Amulya ji, for sharing your experience. You covered
See,
some.
yeah, GR, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what you mentioned that, most of us are new, some of us are new to PMC and PSSM, including myself. But I never felt that need to, uh, or that lack, as you mentioned, that I didn't meet Patriji because I feel his presence so strongly in all of us, all of PSSM who's working and striving to take that movement forward. It's like unbelievable. Like his presence is felt very strongly in every session, every Zoom, online, offline. You can definitely tell that, energy is there, which is very pure, which I really love about this, about PSSM compared to other organizations that I've seen and paused and stopped here. So I have one question for you. So is there anything that you wish to share? Uh, any one thing about Patriji you wish more people knew, like or understood? Something, something very unique that you noticed, like you wish more people knew or understood that aspect about him.
There's no separation with Patriji. That, like, there is no higher wisdom and lower wisdom. There's a lot of this sort of a, what do I say, illusion that is created of this higher wisdom and lower wisdom. This chakras, kundalini, and all of that is higher wisdom, and only some masters talk about it. And there's this anapanasati, which is lower wisdom or basic wisdom. So, like, what I have heard, at least what I have understood of Patriji, is everything is as normal as everything else. If you give more importance to chakras, kundalini, that's what I even noticed in terms of PMC in the channel. Even if you put a video on chakras and kundalini, somehow grows. When you put anapanasati, it's like this thing. Then you realize, okay, there is a lot of illusion created around these concepts, as if they are something that is,
Like
whoa.
grading.
Yeah, there's separateness in people, and that also happens in masters also, that this is higher wisdom, this is something that people don't know about, people should know about. There is this aura that's created where you 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 don't mingle with people, because energy, my energy should not mingle with others' energies. There's some sort of this illusion that is created, and
Some
that I've
separation.
never seen in Patriji. And if anytime I get any such kind of ego trap, I immediately work on taking myself out of it. Doesn't mean that I'm sitting at some pedestal. Everyone needs to check themselves from time to time if there's any kind of a spiritual ego that is hitting. Because what I've noticed from Patriji essentially is that there is no separatedness in masters. And we're all one. When we say we're all one, there is no, okay, this person will not understand because he is new into spirituality. Day one of spirituality, I've been taught about death. I was so-called student. It wasn't, I was a child, so to say. But day one of my spirituality, Patriji told and expressed about death. There is no death. There you are a powerful soul. So if he's talking about from the day one of spirituality, why are we saying, the person is not ready for this concept and this is very higher wisdom? No, it's not. Everything is as normal as it can be. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to like point out, because there's this illusion of higher wisdom and lower wisdom, and that should definitely not be there, because everyone knows everything. When we start to believe that a person doesn't know enough, that's when an ego rise happens. And yeah, that's I'm like, every second it's work on which state of work am I doing, from which state am I creating. That is what Patriji is like. In my last 2-3 years, that has been my major work, like major awareness realization, that from which state we are creating. Even if you're doing a Zoom session like this, are we doing from a state of I need to teach people what they need to know? Are we coming from a state of a superiority complex? Are we, whenever we're creating something, anything, it could be a Zoom set of sessions, it could be maybe food when we're creating at home. When we're talking to someone, when we're meeting a new person, when we're talking to someone, which state are we talking from or creating from? That should be always self-check. When you talk from a space of, I know better, let me tell you, like, masters don't know enough, I'll tell you. Or it comes from, let me teach them how food is made. Let me, these kind of very subtle shifts in our way of creation. That's where our check needs to be. Okay, I'm not coming from a pure space. And that's going to be a trap eventually. Because at the end of the day, when you are functioning from a space of ego, whatever you create, it will not last for long.
Very true. Very true.
And will not, that's what I've noticed for myself. Any creation that I've done myself, I've noticed the period of a person, like when many shows in PMC Hindi also, there are some shows I've created from a space of ego. Let me tell people, let us tell people something new. And that show has not worked. Very clarity. With full clarity, I can tell you that show has not worked. So when any creation that has happened from a space of let me tell you, let me show you how. And it's also how we talk to our kids, how we talk to our spouse. Maybe they're not into spirituality, but we say, what? I'm in meditation. I know better than you. I know more than you. So that's again where Patriji is like, Patriji, like Alekhya, I'll tell you, for example, Alekhya has not came like first 2 years of spirituality. When I came into meditation, Alekhya came in 2011, possibly, something like that. She heard it and all of that. And sir used to come home. Okay. So I was in spirituality, I was in meditation. Alekhya is not. But sir is talking the same way to me and her. He never differentiated the fact that I'm more into meditation, I have experimented and benefited from it, and the other person has not. He never created a separation. He's the same with both. So why do we come into spirituality and start to make, this is highly spiritual and this is not? This is Patriji's energies talking, and this is not Patriji energy. These are not Patriji concepts. So this energy concept also, I feel I can feel the presence of Patriji. When again, this is the mindset of it. Where does it come from? When we need a validation, as again a self-check. For me, when I find the need to say something, where is it coming from? The state of awareness at that point. Okay, because because other people around me are Patriji enthusiasts. So if I say this, then this is very, 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 very subtle from where we speak. So subtle. And once we start working on ourselves every single second, we'll, okay, where is this coming from? So if I say like Patriji's presence, I can feel, I'm just for an example, I'm saying, okay, like Patriji's presence, I can feel. So when we are seeing that, does it mean, do you not feel the presence of other masters? Why do we feel only Patriji's presence? Because you are only resonating with that frequency. So, so what I'm working on myself is, any word I'm speaking, every creation, where is that creation coming from? Am I seeking validation in my focus group, in my group right now, to be saying this? So that's what hyper awareness in speaking of words,
like
and also
momentum.
and also letting it be, not being like, oh my God, I need to be like, it's not so tough. Also being free and okay with it, being okay with yourself also. So that both is there. Jitna it's Hindi says, jitna सच्चाई की खोज है, the seeker mindset of finding the truth. It's like spirituality has two sides of the coin. One side of the coin is, which is Patriji's words he spoke in our terrace in the center. I love it. Like that's like my go-to line. So I'll just say it in Hindi and I'll translate. जितना सच्चाई की खोज है, उतना ही निडर बनने का प्रयास. Which means, jitna there are two sides of a coin of spirituality. One side is truth, seeking the truth. The other side is being fearless. In spirituality also, we start having a lot of fear. If you don't do this, then this is wrong. If a senior master comes home, we should do these 3 things. If you don't do it, then it's not respectful. So all of that is not there in PSM. That's not there in spirituality. This is all created. It's all made and made believe thing. Nothing like that exists. Everyone is as normal human beings as possible. You just meditate. That's all the difference is. So it should just be simple and happy and just chill in life. If a person is meditating, okay. They're not meditating, okay. No challenge. No, you don't hold on to it. Hold on. We ideally should not. I'm also working on it. We don't hold on to things for too long. And just be and just chill. Just chill. So I remember one year in 2012, I remember, sir used the word cool baby. If those who speak Telugu can go back to that video, he said, just chill na, cool baby, just cool. Why are you taking things so seriously? You know, spirituality also, we over spiritualize things sometimes. Like, no, if you don't put a pyramid on the head, then not that much energy will not come inside me. So nothing like that. You have a pyramid, great. No pyramid, okay. You have a back support, okay. If you don't have a back support, okay. If I don't have my liking type of music, okay. If I have it, okay. So being okay with everything. That's my go-to right now. Like one is hyper awareness or rather impeccability in the words and actions, and taking
Acceptance.
it chilling in life, just chill. Yeah, that's it. From my end, I think let's enjoy it and just be a part of group consciousness and just don't spiritualize things too much. Yeah.
You touched upon very crucial, very essential, and something that we often on this path, especially we get off track. Though we are supposed to keep our
It
ego in
happens.
check. Yeah, it happens because it's a lifelong process, and as you said, it just seeps in. It's very hard to figure out. At least even in the senior masters, junior masters, or whatever, the difference that we create in different ways. So very well said, ma'am. Anybody has any questions, comments, please unmute yourself, or you can put them in the chat.
How's Dallas doing?
Really
That's
good.
so great. Yeah,
thank you.
amazing sharing, Amulya ji. You said no ji, right? So yeah, I'll go with that.
Chill, yaar. Yeah, ji.
Yeah, we could see the joy and everything in you. So when I first met you, when you came here, right, to Dallas, so it's the same feeling, and now also it's so great seeing you sharing the journey with Patriji. So the one takeaway, right, the simplicity, like, right, and whatever you said at the last, right, cool, chill, baby, right. So whatever, like, so it's really good. I mean, amazing actually. So thank you, madam, for sharing the awesome wisdom actually. So when you're talking, right, it's all like striking me that, oh, it's for me, it's for me, it's for me, whatever you're saying. So yeah, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Arvind. Yeah, Bhavani ma'am. Hi.
Hi, Amulya. Yeah, thank you so much for this wonderful session. Yeah, like how Arvind said, it's for everyone because everyone we have to self-check every single time, like what we are doing and where it is coming from. So we only know that. So yeah, we have to work on it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning to Dallas.
Jansi, you want to say something?
Hi, Amulya. How are you?
क्या
Jansi.
चल रहा है? No, how are you?
No, how are that?
But there's a logic
as-
behind it. I hope everyone knows it. We usually say how are you, right? Which
yeah.
what does how are you mean? It's just a way of formality of starting a conversation. So
Yes.
Patriji is really like people when they have done this, how are you? Because he's just like, why do you need to do small talk? Come to the point, come to the chase. So that's why how are you is essentially a small talk. We don't do small talk, we just go to the thing. So or we could ask, kya chal raha hai? How are you is usually asked for health, right? So
Okay.
you are basically assuming that I'm unwell. You're like, how are you assuming I'm unwell? So that's why it's like, what's going on? What's up?
What's going
What's
on?
going on?
Yeah.
In Hindi, it's like, kya chal raha hai?
Thank you.
क्या चल रहा है झांसी?
Going on, it's good learning phase. So today also we have learned so much from you. That energy I want to take in the morning. I woke up and I the point which we have to switch on the camera. I liked it, so we can share energies. That's really good. So good, Amulya. Thank you for sharing so many concepts. Vakshetra, spiritual ego, trapping, awareness. So we have to implement in our life, not to more complicate and just go with the flow, chill. That that's the highlight. Good. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. And I would request everyone to please, we listen to every master, that's great. But listen to Patriji directly also. We have a lot of wisdom of Patriji online, in whichever language you prefer. Hindi, English, and Telugu, particularly three. Please listen to those concepts, because when you hear as much as you can and how many times as you can. So be it even spiritual reality, or it's Vakshetra of Patriji, or it's thought power, or because I speak Telugu, so a lot of the Dhyana Chakram wisdom, 40 days lockdown messages, all of that. The more you listen, please make it a habit that every day you listen to one new concept and make a note of it. Because the Vak of Patriji directly, when you hear from it, it gives a lot of clarity, because it's not what he says, it's where it comes from. And because when you, like she said, connecting with the energy, connecting with yourself while you're listening to the concept, it'll give a lot of clarity. So every time you listen to it, number of times you listen to it, I can literally know what's the next word he's going to say. Like Adi Shankaracharya's Bhajagovindam in English. And I know it so well because I heard it so many times. And every time I listen to it, something new pops up. New understanding pops up out of it. So please make sure daily you pick up one. This all is great. These all Zooms are great. But along with it, please listen to 1 hour concept of any concepts of Patriji. Just indent it, save it, or whichever language you prefer, please pick it up and listen to it directly. So that's very, very important. You should know what Sir has spoken. Yes, experiences of masters is along with it. The concepts directly from Sir. Yeah.
Very true. Thank you, Amulya.
Thank you. Thank
you
you
so
for
much.
bringing the platform and everyone collaborating. That's what group consciousness. That's the essence of it. That's what we're trying to. That's what we're all doing. And I'm so happy that we're going to continue like this. And there's a next MMS Mega Meditation Summit that will happen in the next August, mostly in the West Coast. We'll be there for it. We're working from here in the back end, and not just working for India, we work for all countries, making sure that everyone's working together. That's the intention. And Omega Pyramid needs to come, and that is happening. That's the biggest big mega project coming up, and we all need to support, work towards it. Just miraculous thinking, and it's happening. Yes. Let's just go with the flow. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your beautiful wisdom.
Thank you,
today.
Amulya.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Hi, Divya. Thank you.
Divya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Divya.
Yeah. I remember one thing, Amulya, while you're saying, right? The concept about how are you, right? Oh, I got some. Sir came to Atlanta. I went to meet him. I said, "Hello, sir. How are you?" That's it. He shouted at me. He made sure I'll never say it to him or to anybody around. I remember that moment with him. He's on the spot. He'll not give you time. If you're wrong in certain things, he'll correct you then and there. He will not carry it. He will not let you carry it forward.
Yeah. And next moment he'll forget it also, that he ever shouted or he ever spoke to you that way. So there's not like he's
But
not.
we don't forget things. We carry it for a little bit more and we hold on to it.
Yeah, till our learning is not completed. Yeah, we hold on to it until our learning is completed. When it's completed,
Yes,
then
yes. Yeah. True. So true.
same
Thank you,
experience
Amulya.
to me.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Today,
And he same
yeah.
experience to me as well. Like he came to India na, and the first minute I asked, like, how are you, sir? Like he looked into my eyes in Telugu, right? ఏమిటి ఆ చెత్త క్వశ్చన్ బాగా ఉన్నాను కదా అందుకే కదా ఇక్కడ దాకా వచ్చాను వండుతున్నాను కదా సో లైన్ గా పడిపోయాను నాకు ఇంకా okay. తర్వాత నుంచి ఐ చేంజ్డ్ మై థింగ్స్ లైక్ హౌ ఇస్ ఇట్ గోయింగ్ బేసికలీ సో ఐ చేంజ్డ్ మై వే ఆఫ్ వర్డింగ్ రైట్ సో యా యాజ్ ప్రీవియస్ సెడ్ he'll just correct right then itself and then yeah it was
We usually
amazing
do that, right? It's a formality. In all languages, we have our own
Ah,
formality. And if you
correct
don't do it, we think that that's wrong. People will not
Mm.
appreciate.
correct
We have to be on
yeah.
the societal norms. This is how it's done. Like Diwali is going to come, you have to put diyas, you have to do this, you have to do this. That's when it's a complete festival. So, our what gives us comfort, we need to break that routine. So, one more thing that Sir spoke about is break the routine. Another concept that Sir spoke about is working and waiting. You need to work and then wait. Can't, like, for example, even Omega Pyramid, for example, you have to work really hard, making sure that making sure all the bricks are put together. And then you need to wait. You've done your level best. Now you need to wait. You can't just be obsessed with the idea of all the time. You can't be obsessed with that. And that's not the only project. Like, sir is so amazing in giving, this is the most important project in PSSM. And then you'll say this, and then he'll not talk about it at all. So he gives importance to it and completely removes the importance of it. So that's what, when how much importance you give to a thing, our obsession with an idea, there is no pyramid. Then he'll break away from that idea. So there's no attachment.
Detached.
Like
Yeah.
it's like 50% attachment and 50% detachment. So there's no complete, you can't be attached to something completely, and you can totally be detached to it completely. So both the sides of the coin. Yeah. So it's like he's given us lifetimes of learnings. So like
True,
we said
agree.
in Hindi saying, Patriji the, hain aur rahenge. Patriji was there, is there, and will always be there. Yeah, so it's literally when any word that you speak extra, so it's just like, acha. So it's like an inner talk now in the head. Like, okay, where is it coming from? Okay, all right, I'll do better. Yeah, so
And
constant
he's a
fine tuning.
great listener, actually. He's a great listener. We need to learn that from him as well, right? So whatever anyone says, anything, he just listens to it without any interruption or anything. So, but if anything wrong, what we have said, definitely we'll be getting that back, saying that, okay. But he's a great listener. That's one of the key things that I wanted to incorporate in my life as well. And some of the concepts, right? So, yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Amulya. Wonderful session.
So,
as
so
always.
today's takeaway, please make sure we have this takeaway. We have to listen to one Patriji concept every day
Mm.
and make notes. We have to have our own diary.
Yeah.
Our own diary, make the notes. Then next 30 days, listen to the same thing again.
Mm.
There is no shortcut. We have to do this. That's it. All of us who's listening. Yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, Amulya.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Amulya.
Thank you for the suggestion.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.